I kind of just go out with this mindset that, okay, make sure that you get home safely today. Make sure that you do everything you can to de-escalate a situation. If you're talking to somebody and they're getting agitated or they're yelling at you, maybe it's time for your partner to step in. Maybe they don't like you personally, they don't like the uniform, they don't like that you're a woman, something like that. Make sure that I treat everybody like I would want somebody to treat my mom or my brothers or sisters.
Berlinda Cato is a rookie Sacramento police officer. She's been on the job for about 4 months. I first met her while filming at the Sacramento Police Academy earlier this year, the same academy Davis police officer Natalie Corona and Sac PD officer Tara O'Sullivan graduated from in 2018. Both Corona and O'Sullivan had less than a year on the job when they were killed, responding to what seemed like routine calls, a traffic stop and a domestic disturbance. More recently, El Dorado County Sheriff's Deputy Brian Ishmael was killed while investigating a report of theft from a marijuana grow. Their deaths are a grim reminder that the dangers officers face begin the day they hit the streets. So to understand what it's like for new cops on the job, I rode along with Cato during a recent shift in downtown Sacramento.
The first day on patrol, I was super nervous. I wasn't sure what to expect. There's a lot going on, and I think that was probably the most overwhelming thing to deal with was the computer, the radio, people talking to you, my TO talking to me. Bravo 32, are we shown logged on? And then trying to focus on what's going on, make sure I ask the right questions. But I think I did pretty good day one.
Bravo 26, good morning and happy Tuesday. We would like to log on.
Cato was one of 5 female recruits sworn into the department after graduation. Before she's allowed to patrol on her own, she must pass through 4 field training phases, where she's supervised by an FTO, or field training officer.
I'll attach them to the calls. I'm always on edge, so I try. That's like the one thing everybody tells you is not to become complacent. But I haven't had much experience, so every call I go to, I'm like, okay, if this turns into a shooting, where am I gonna go? If this turns into this, what am I gonna do?
In training, Cato and her fellow recruits were put through intense situations to prepare them for the worst-case scenarios, but it's often these seemingly basic calls for service that can quickly turn violent. Many law enforcement experts agree that traffic stops and domestic violence, 2 of the most common types of calls, are among the most dangerous situations police officers will face in their careers. They're the calls that ended the lives of Officer O'Sullivan and Officer Corona.
Essentially, you never know what you're walking into. When you go to calls, the person that's there has the advantage on you. They know where everything is. You're just showing up after the fact. So right now we're going to a welfare check on a transient woman who's sitting on the benches crying. She says that she wants to kill herself if she doesn't get her dog back.
Last time I saw her, she was sitting over there, but coming to check up on her now, she might either be inside or she might have already just taken off.
Okay, do you know what her name is?
I think, yeah, her name was Denise. I didn't get a last name, but her name was Denise.
On any given day, Cato, like most cops, could go from an armed robbery call-out to ones like this at a grocery store in Midtown, where she must confront someone experiencing a mental health crisis, threatening to kill themselves.
Whatever contact I make with people, I try and make it the most positive. Denise? Because a lot of times when you get to the call, you okay? That person may have had a bad experience previously with a different officer or with a different department.
Are we gonna plan though? I'm overdosed.
Okay, well, I don't want you to do that. So we're gonna see what we can do to help you, okay? I try and make sure that when I leave, they have this notion in their head, or they have this thought that, you know what, maybe not all officers are like this, because she's nice, she cares, she seemed sympathetic. Can I take you to the hospital?
I would love that.
Okay. Do you have a preference on which hospital you want to go to?
Anyhow, whatever she said what.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we want to walk outside to the car?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna get you some help, okay?
I think of it as you're a stranger. So you have to show this person that you're there to help them. You're not there to hurt them. They can trust you. They can talk to you. Yes, I'm a police officer, but I'm still a human being and I still care. I want to make sure that I'm here to help you, and that you know that. I just want to get through field training. I still have a couple months left, and then I still have about a year of probation. I'm still gonna make mistakes. You can talk to senior officers that have been on for 20 years and they still make mistakes. So I've come to terms with myself on that I can't be perfect. I wouldn't change anything. There's like this satisfaction when you go to a call and somebody's like hysterically crying.
Bravo 32, can I get a report number?
And then by the end of your call, when you're about to leave, they're no longer crying. They're happy that you came. They're thanking you. Yeah, there's nothing more rewarding than being a police officer.